The show features adults using adult language and discussing mature topics. You have been warned.
Sorry to break the conversation there.
Oh,
No, you're
please
fine,
do.
and we are live.
At some point, we'll have to ask Kali about her feelings of Naruto.
Welcome back to the Mysteries of the Silver Fleet. We appreciate you all for joining us here today. So last time we were here, I'm in a new location, ignore that. Last time we were here, we all went on a quest for revenge, and Nox and Talurra found out a little bit more about their origins of how they got to the beginning of our story, and found out that the AI that was subjecting them to horrors beyond description were actually part of several AI that were left Earth before Earth was completely run over with replacers, and humans escaped into space. Again, I'm going with the humans escaped into space from Earth part of my version of Dark Matter, not the Dark Matter one where humans were just somewhere else. I'm going with mine where they escaped from Earth because Earth was wiped out by my horrible monster creation, the replacers.
I think the official version, I think it's literally called Hy'rule.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Game Workshop hasn't come knocking, but whatever.
Right.
I mean, they don't have that. They can't copyright Hy'rule, so.
Not yet. Give them time. So then they defeated the AI by answering its question, which was a passive means of defeating it. It was completely a means of defeating that entire quest, and escaped in time to avoid a neutron bomb that glassed the planet's surface over in a thick layer of ice. So the planet is safely preserved, along with about 100. Oh no, you saved quite a few of them. So I think
there's
only
a lot.
80.
Actually, I'm surprised.
I think there's only 80 of them left there. Yeah, there's about 80 creatures or beings of different species still cryogenically preserved on that planet, but now the facility they're in is also glassed over with ice. So the party said they might go back there later to try to rescue them at a later date. But as they get back, they all find out that Dr. Tepesh has a quest for them, which is where we're going to start here. So all of you have returned from the mission. You saved a bunch of people from the terrible AI known as RL6, right? Yeah, RL6. So RL6, which stands for Redlock AI 6, they were numerical. They're beating, artificial intelligence. They don't have names like we do. You come back, and the refugees are all taken into Dr. Tepesh's care so she can get a scan on them to make sure they're not, really messed up or any other type of things. And as she's doing some scans on them, the group of you are kind of come in. Nox, you specifically end up going with your rescued sibling elsewhere. So you guys kind of go elsewhere. She takes you elsewhere. And kind of set you guys over in a private room somewhere and says, hey, you guys can be in here as long as you need to. And kind of set you up in there. It's like a whole other apartment, basically. But you're right next to the medical, you're in the medical section. So the two of you can kind of get a better scan and figure out what exactly is going on. Meriel, we will start with you. So you have recently come back from a brief trip into space. You did some bounty hunter stuff in the background. You were thinking about something with Dr. Tepesh, and you were like, you know what? I'll do a thing and come back. So you did that, and you still have the as we discussed. You still have the vaccine and whatnot that she gave you. It's just a little, for whenever you feel the need to use it, per our discussion. So if you have already, just let me know. Otherwise, you come back, and as you come back, you hear Overseer kind of chime into your pod you were driving around in there, one of the fighters, and because you used a solar fighter real quick and just came back before the batteries ran out. You were fine. And as you come back, you hear Oversteer say, "You do know that you have a stowaway in your cargo area. Your fighter craft is meant to hold one person. I show two on your vessel. I'm sorry, I was going to tell you earlier, but the bioscanners just came back online."
Okay. That sounds like something I should investigate. I did not.
You came back from your mission, and you're like, it's all good. You park, and then Overseer's like, "You do know you have a stowaway, right?" So you park, unaware that you had a stowaway in your craft until the bioscanners picked it up. And you let Overseer kind of do the rest of the parking, because Overseer's really good at that. And then you go to the cargo bay to figure out what the heck is going on here. And lo and behold, who do you see tucked away behind a box in the back corner, hoping you don't notice her? But Alt, go ahead with your character.
Oh, okay. She's not really hiding as much as she is just like sitting really cramped in like a corner, because this is not as comfortable as she had thought this space flight it was supposed to be. But yeah, it's still pretty petite, wearing this like very brightly colored suit and white hair, very bright eyes, oddly snake-like features on her face, and a very long tail with a rattle on the end of it. And she kind of just turns and looks at you and goes, "Oh, hi. Are you the captain? Are you the stewardess?"
Excuse me? I'm driving the ship.
Oh. The passenger compartment in the ship sucks.
That's not a passenger compartment. That is storage.
What?
This isn't like a commercial flight.
But my ticket said gate E3. I got on a gate E. Oh fuck! I got on gate A2. God damn it! Shit. Okay.
Are you gonna be okay?
Yeah. I gotta. Where are we?
The middle of nowhere. Which is actually the name of your location.
Cool.
I don't think I can give you an answer that helps you at all.
Okay. Well, I gotta see if my phone has service in the middle of nowhere. I'm Quetzalli, by the way.
Meriel, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. This is awkward.
There's something strange going on, very clearly. You both kind of look similar to each other. There's something about the features of the other person that looks like you.
I was gonna say, I don't see many people with the same hair as me.
Yeah. Weird. Well, anyway, I'm gonna do I get
You're gonna know what you're gonna do.
No, do we get off the ship now?
The vessel is parked. You may leave whenever you wish.
Oh, cool. I could really use a stretch in the back, because boy, this box I'm sitting on is not a seat.
It sure isn't.
It's actually not. It's actually part of the engine.
Oh, that explains the rumble feature.
Probably shouldn't sit on that.
It conveniently does look like a chair, but it's actually part of the engine.
Damn, I thought it was just a really uncomfortable massage chair. Okay.
The solar fighters, because they don't have a dark matter engine, actually work out a little better in the storage compartment than a normal fighter, because it just runs on solar batteries. So basically, you were sitting on a very large solar battery.
Nice.
And I say very large, but it's probably still only the size of like a car battery to us. But in the future, that's a very large battery.
I mean, is there any way to get that she can fit in the front? Or is it literally just...
It's kind of meant for one.
I can fit in the front. Watch. And she just kind of twists herself into this weird, like, pretzel shape and sits in the corner of the cockpit.
Oddly enough, being a contortionist, she fits rather well into the one-person compartment behind you.
I also would have accepted Nibbler and Leela in there. There's like a little bit of hair sticking out of the.
A little back of the ship.
Could you scooch the seat forward just a little?
Jesus, just a little. That really didn't help any.
While you're still piloting the ship, she's kind of like, you're not sure where she pulls it from, but she hands you like a little flyer, and she's like, if you're ever over by Canopus 4, you should stop by my mom's hotel. We got a really nice hot spring, and it looks like you could use some relaxation. You seem a little stressed out.
Sorry, I like to imagine your neck's bent in a weird way, and we don't see
Yeah,
your
100%.
hand, but we just see like the flyer like come out from like behind your neck and then just like fall on the ground.
Yep.
Because like your hand's like somehow bent behind you.
Fucking
you.
Quetzalli's over in the corner looking like fucking Kayako, like.
All right. You have docked in the medical bay as you knew you would have to when you came back, just for quarantine purposes. A quick scan, some of those bounty hunter places you go to are not the cleanest.
Oh, why would they be?
They go around in
right.
public not wearing masks. It's just like, come
Honestly.
I mean,
Right,
honestly, I was coming from a fucking, convention, so we can all imagine how dirty that was.
You're
Ugh.
from a convention.
I got that con funk, dude. Nobody takes a shower.
Was it a Henshin convention?
on. I was
It
going to say,
might have
I'm not
been.
there, but what kind of convention? I have to.
It was absolutely a Henshin convention. There was a bunch of people wearing masks, and they were talking like common riders.
Nice.
That, that's it was definitely an
an convention.
Love the context here because Meriel does have a mask built into her collar.
Right. You leave the ship into the dock of the hangar at the medical bay and go over to see Dr. Tepesh for a quick visit. You do notice as you walk into the medical bay, the rest of your friends, you see Nox sitting with someone in the room with them that looks a whole lot like they do. They look identical, like twins level, kind of identical in a lot of ways, one would say. In a room kind of together, you see that you walk by the room window and saw them kind of together in a room. And you get into the main medical area and you notice a whole heck of a lot of people here all of a sudden. There are a lot of people just being checked out and whatnot. Dr. Tepesh is scanning them with her big arm computer thing and telling them where to go and then directing different AI to help her in the task. There's a lot of little helper robots going around, helping carry medical supplies around and stuff. And the rest of the crew is here too. So Starseeker, Talurra, Zora, Eisen, you're all here. You see Meriel walk in with somebody that kind of looks like her a little.
Hello there.
I just realized also.
Do you actually say hello there?
Yes.
She looks at you for a second and goes,
Would you like some
General
tea?
Kenobi.
Straight up, she
my name
actually
is
says
Looks to
Starseeker.
Meriel.
oh, hello, I'm Quetzalli.
Talurra just kind of looks to Meriel with a cocked eyebrow.
I would love some tea, thank you.
She snuck onto my ship thinking it was a ride home from her convention.
I did not sneak onto your ship. I walked onto your ship.
Oh,
Technically speaking, you crammed yourself into the engine compartment. That would count as sneaking.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Talurra is now looking to Quetzalli and like, okay then.
I don't know.
You also see standing amongst a group of them, Quetzalli, what looks to be a star-shaped man. Looks like a giant starfish man, but he's made out of metal. It has a big visor for eyes and a single red dot that moves back and forth.
Oh, it's his Star Boy. Nice.
Yeah.
That's what A163RT looks like
Yeah.
normally. As you kind of stare over, he turns his head your direction, or it turns its head your direction. Hello, I am A163RT, but you may call me Alert.
Hello. I'm Quetzalli, but you can call me Quetzy if you want to.
Nickname noted.
I've never met a star person before.
Oh, I'm sorry. Proper introductions would be best in order. I am a nanite swarm.
Whoa.
No
Okay.
worries. I am actually peaceful. I am here to help the rest of the squad here and save the verse from a rather dangerous threat.
Okay. Cool.
Talurra just kind of looks at
Dalgar's
Quetzalli.
got like a Japanese tea table and stuff, and like he's got like your cup ready.
Thank you.
I mean, 3D printers, so I just imagine it was just like
Right.
table.
You can fabricate whatever you want. Yeah.
Yeah. Talurra just kind of looks to Quetzalli and then looks to Mary like, are we going to put her back when you found her, or?
And she didn't tell me to turn around, so I was just gonna keep coming back.
Well,
I mean,
obviously this was a mistake on their part. At least we can do is offer them some food and rest before they try to find their way back.
Yeah.
Dr. Tepish kind of walks over towards the group of you and kind of looks around. Quetzalli and Meriel, give me a perception check.
Ugh. Come on, dice roller, don't fail me now.
Why would you roll dice roller? Oh, that's just going to end up badly.
Shh. Oh, that wasn't very good.
Told ya.
It was a 12.
Okay, you don't notice anything.
I mean,
Woo!
that's not bad.
I got a 19.
All right.
Fuck you.
You notice Dr. Tepish very slyly attempting to hide a scan of both you and your new friend. Or she kind of like,
What is
like
Doctor.
very slyly scans the two of you.
Quetzalli's distracted by the tea.
As you notice the doctor, she's like, what? Oh, oh, nothing. You want to know a fun fact about your new friend?
Why
He
not?
looks over at you.
As long as we're just doing things.
Dalgar just like eyebrows
Without
raised,
consent.
looks at Meriel, waiting for her response.
Technically, she is your half sister.
Hmm.
No, that can't be right.
I see the resemblance.
I don't have a sister.
Yeah.
No,
No?
actually, a genetic similarity down to 0.006%.
No, I only got C's in school, but I'm pretty sure that's pretty good odds.
Looks to be that perhaps you shared a father figure, perhaps? Genetically speaking.
Oh,
Was your father a snake?
Yes.
yes. Was.
Mara's like, I thought my mom meant that metaphorically.
I thought Cobra was just his biker name.
Sweep the knee.
I didn't.
Yes, sorry. I just wanted you to know that. No, don't put that over there, she says, walking over to another robot.
Well,
Did you know him?
no.
Meriel didn't ask
Mom's-
for it, but Dalgar has made her a cup of jasmine tea as well.
Oh, thank you. As long as we're spilling tea here.
Yeah, Mom always said he was an asshole, so
That's what I was always told too. I didn't really care to look too much into him
nah.
after I was given up.
Ooh. Yeah, Mom just ran away. Also was in jail. So
Oh, thanks. I'm sorry about that.
it's fine.
Dalgar just peacefully sips his tea and is very polite and does not intervene on your definitely personal conversation about your family.
This is very good tea.
Yes, unfortunately, it's all printed here. Where I come from, it would be freshly grown on the garden planet. But it's still,
Well,
this
maybe.
is the best I can do.
You went to Canopus after that?
I mean, that's where Mom set up shop. Yeah.
Been there once or twice.
I mean, I was gonna say it's like a pleasure planet. Everybody needs a hotel and a hot spring when you're there.
Never visited that yet.
You should.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Now I have your flyer.
Now you have my flyer.
She has a flyer for a hotel, guys.
Yeah, you want a flyer?
She hands Dalgar another flyer that she pulls out of nowhere.
He accepts it, kind of. Just thank you.
Where do you keep them?
What does the flyer look like?
don't-
Are we talking about Las Vegas flyers, or are we just talking
Yes,
about normal?
actually, it's 100. It's like
Okay,
100%
Dalgar
Las
goes,
Vegas.
oh my. But he keeps it. Like it goes in his shirt sleeve. Gone.
I know it looks seedy, but my mom did that because the local population responds better to it. So I promise it's not actually. It's very professional and well kept.
You might get some overly rowdy customers for that kind of branding.
That's well, I mean, yeah, but that's also partially why I'm there. Anyway, so you guys have been here for a while. Do you have like a long distance communicator or something?
I think
All
I
long
think we
distance
were working on that.
communications are currently disabled.
Crap. Okay.
That is not a result of them being broken. That is a result of the communications array being damaged.
Yeah, we need to work on that at some point soon.
I believe there was something about an elven planet or something that needed that.
The
fixing.
Elven Communication Array, or the
Yes.
ECA. Overseer chimed in a few of them, just mentioning that. And A163RT kind of turns toward the group of you. We were given an admission near the beginning that the ECA was damaged. All communications throughout the verse run through the ECA. There is currently a replacer on site. Most people are unwilling to go after the replacer to fix it. An alternative, of course, would be to speak to the dwarves. They have a communications array that could be worked if it is upgraded to meet modern standards. So we could fight the replacer or find out what help the dwarves need fixing theirs.
But depending on the damages, I might be able to help fix it. I have
I don't
done
think
a
it is
bit of
much-
I have done a bit of mechanic work in my time.
I think it's less about fixing and more about upgrading.
With the dwarves' communication array, yes. With the elven communication array, it would be finding out which systems the replacer scavenged parts from.
Yeah.
And if replacers are as bad as you all have told me, then that perhaps shouldn't be something that should be in a replacer's hand.
Nothing should be in a replacer's hand, but
For the betterment of the verse, maybe we should go there and eliminate the threat.
It would be something that needs to be completed.
we have a lot of stuff we need. We have a long list of stuff that needs to be completed at this point.
Alternatively, Dr. Tepesh was mentioning very nervously the other day that she is concerned about the well-being of her significant other, a being by the name of Kalashtar,
Sorry,
which is
I'm
trapped in
reading
the Marthoth system.
Is that in terms of, is that close to where we need to go for the elven stuff, or is that completely different direction?
A163RT appears to stop for a second and then look over at you. Technically speaking, if we stop there first to rescue and then come back here, we could go to the ECA afterwards.
All
To
right.
get to the ECA, we will have to travel through a maw.
All right. Talurra will look to Quetzalli. Do you want to head home?
At some point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
All right.
this
And
seems
where
kinda
would G be from?
Canopus 4?
And where is that near?
Talurra's
Talurra's more asking at this point. Talurra's more asking the computer than Quetzalli.
The Elven
Wow.
Communication Array is 1 maw travel away. Quetzalli's planet is currently 3 maw travels away from our location.
Okay,
How
so,
many
The tickets
from
necessary
Delvin?
to get back home would
so
be
we are
quite
using the
pricey.
versus map for that?
Mhm.
Okay.
You can just hear like you can see with the this is just for me asking like out of character.
Okay.
The ECA is definitely an elven territory, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You can see there is some unease with Talurra with that. It's like, well, we have to go to the ECA. We can probably take Quetzalli back after we fix that.
I mean, I'm sure if I call my mom, she wouldn't mind if I stayed a while longer. I don't really have anything going on right now.
Well, we're gonna have to fix the ECA for that. So at least you're stuck with us till then.
I guess so.
All right. So we're gonna help Dr. Tepesh first.
That sounds nice to do. Yes.
Kind of looks to everyone else in the group too.
Starseeker nods.
Fork.
Hey,
the
when
space
60
dogs
RT
need out.
stands there. A163 RT stands there, like he always does.
Yeah.
Awkwardly. You get a nod from your new compatriot, Grimes. He goes, yeah, man, that sounds like fun. And you also, Grimes, I should describe for the two of you that weren't here. He is a earth elemental, but he's kind of blue looking, and he's wearing clothing in medium sized.
You know who this is, Alt. I know you know who this is because you can say you see it on your face.
Yeah, they caught the reference immediately. So
he's the guy.
props
He's the kind of guy that if he was playing an online video game, he would call over his best friend to help with the harassment.
Right. Yeah, exactly. He's also a expert fighter pilot. So if a fighter is given to him, he always gets a 15 on his pilot when he is given a fighter.
Yeah.
He's very, very good at fighter.
All right. So we have two fighters, right? Two fighters that can make the jump at least. Hopefully Noelle's been making sure that the engines are rightly calibrated.
No, Noel just pokes her head in.
What else do you think I do all day?
I don't know. Bullshit us and tell us that you're fixing the engines.
Okay, I did that a couple of times. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
I think
also notice Locathion is kind of standing in the background, brooding as always, but he nods whenever you say, is everyone ready?
All right. So,
seems
Eisen, Zora, you guys ready to go?
Good to go.
Ready as ever.
All right. So, what was the rock guy's name? 'Cause I'm terrible at names.
Oh, the rock guy's name is Grimes.
Grimes, you're in one fighter. Anyone else want to be in the other fighter, or should I take that role?
I can take the fighter.
You have your own fighter, actually, don't you?
No, I gave it to the Mantis Squad.
That's right. All right.
Hey, you need a pilot, like for
The
another
what now?
ship. I kind of want to point out that Nox is currently just hanging out with her brother, and
You can take some time off, Nox. You look like you could use the time to catch up.
no, but I also mean like Nox is currently not even present. So if you fuck all off now.
I mean, you're replacing Nox anyway, so
Yeah, but it's like you all fuck off now. I have Helix who came from the Redlock facility who is not yet introduced. I just want to point that out.
Yep.
I know.
Yep. I'm getting
Yeah.
there. Hang on a second.
Yeah. So yeah,
I got a
Talurra
long
kind
list
of
of notes.
looks to the rest of the group like, all right, I'll let Nox know that we're heading out.
Give her this.
Helix, did you
Give
want
her
to
this
join us?
fire.
Okay.
You don't have to. I understand if you don't want to.
So who is that?
Who are you talking to?
In
Sorry.
Helix.
Helix wasn't here yet.
Oh, I thought. Okay,
No,
so first
Helix
what
said
happened was
soon.
it sounded like both of them were here, and then Hera was like, "Nox is like fuck off." So I just assumed that Helix
Nah.
is still.
Nox
there.
is not there. Nox is
Nox
not
is-
there. Nox is not in the same room. She's in
Yeah.
another room and talking with her brother.
Yeah, Talurra's gonna just
There's
go
a
over
lot
Nox.
of people kind of walking around, where you're at now because it's the main medical area where
Yeah.
Dr. Tepesh is helping people.
right. And
one
actually-
particular person seems to have taken note to your conversation.
For the middle of nowhere, this place is really busy.
We did just pick up a bunch of people from a facility.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard you're going
apparently
somewhere.
they just acquired this.
Who are you? Hello, new person.
Hey, can call me Helix.
Okay.
And like she has like a little like a cup of ice cream. She's like sitting on one of the beds. And
Holds face there.
you can see like to the side there's like a diagnostics thing running on her kind of thing. And for some reason though, if you have like a keen eye, you can see that it's kind of like repeating the same thing over and over again. Like it seems to be stuck or something like that. She's like, yeah, I can, if you need a pilot, like, I'm not, like, I can fly a fighter, but like, I'm more at home in the big ships. So this is like, I know this is like kind of a space station, but I do like it. Like, it's a big space station. It kind of feels like being on a planet. I don't like
It's a planet.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know, like
All
Dr.
right.
Tepish
I'll
pops over and
fly it
hands
for
you
free.
a little zip drive of the coordinates. She kind of hands it to one of you. Technically, it's about 10,000 planets, but that's beside the point.
Whatever.
All right.
Yeah. Also, to describe Helix for a moment, she's not very tall, but like
Not
just
very tall.
under-
It's now.
it's like 5'5" or something like that. She has pretty like short dark hair with purple highlights. The purple highlights have like a strange like shimmer or glow to them. They seem to be actually part of her like natural color, not like put in. As they also seem to be slightly shifting throughout her hair. Her hairstyle is not exactly like orderly or anything like that. It looks like she cut it herself sort of recently. Possibly on the trip back from the Redlock facility, because none of you can remember actually bringing someone out with like short hair like this. She has slightly like grayish skin that is broken up like almost in certain parts, where like there's also like in a similar like color scheme, like a shimmer or sheen of like purple there that seems to be slightly in movement. And it like goes over into her skin, and it almost like breaks open the skin a little bit, it looks like. And her eyes are completely black except for the like very dark purple iris. Full disclosure, I'm weird.
That's cool. So am I. Where'd you get the ice cream?
You can make some in the
I can't
printer.
remember. I can't remember.
Oh, okay.
Do you want?
Dr. Tepish always
Want
gives
some?
ice cream out to the people
I would
who just
love
come
some
in from
ice cream.
cryo sleep.
Yeah, she hands over the.
It does help with after you get woken up from cryo sleep.
Is it one of those like drumstick ones that's like in the clear plastic? Normally?
Cornetto.
No.
Yeah.
It's like it's basically like something like Ben and Jerry's, like a big like pot
Oh,
or
wow.
medium-sized pot, and then
Little,
all
like-
that.
Thank you. I would literally die for you right now. This
You
is
know,
some
it's like
ice-
I've been like kind of on ice and like this nutrient fluid to like keep me alive or whatever for quite some time. I've forgotten what taste is. Oh my god, it's so good.
You want it back? Here you go. I'm good now.
No, I'm just I think if I eat more I'll vomit or something.
Oh, that's fair.
And I kind of want to try more stuff later. I haven't eaten in such a long time.
Yeah,
Right,
Talurra's gonna kind of
properly
just
eaten.
walk off and go find Nox. Go to Nox
Yeah.
and tell her what they're gonna do, and more or less say, "Hey, take your time, spend it with your siblings, see if you can get stuff fixed."
I don't know if we can, but hey, at least
It'll be,
we have each other back. So
yeah,
and yeah, thank you,
Keep-
by the way, for like everything. And yeah, hey, good luck. Okay.
what I do, I don't need luck, but it's appreciated.
Then, well, good hunting or whatever.
That's more accurate. Tiller just kind of says with a grin and nods. We'll be back. You know this.
Okay.
Yeah.
They actually stand up and walk over to Talurra and give her a hug.
Tiller kind of awkwardly kind of hug back. How tall is Nox again? Nox is fairly tall, right? Isn't she?
Nox is fairly tall. Nox is like 6 foot something.
And Talurra is 4'7". All right, we're heading out, going to help Dr. Tepish, and then we're going to be back here, and then going back to go to the Elven area. So be safe, and she's going to walk out. And back to the rest of the group. All right, let's get moving.
Quetzalli's just eating this ice cream now, and he walks over to Dalgar. So that's like a really good costume. Are you like a fan of the movies?
Movies. And he's just like,
Oh,
he
yeah.
also has ice cream. He's like, this is very good ice cream.
Right?
Quetzalli, you can't just go asking people if they're walking around in cosplay.
I wasn't actually. Oh, something to
No, these
like talk
these
about.
are robes from my fallen order of Psionic Knights. We're the Order of the Laser Knights. I doubt you've heard of us. We were very far on the edge of the verse.
I saw the movies.
You'll have to show me these movies sometime.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they were like historical fiction or something.
I saw one too. Like, you know,
They're
on
a little
long haul.
dry.
Yeah, but on a long haul, it's like, you know, something you can watch while you like doze off
No.
or something like that.
I don't
good.
think the prequels are as bad as everyone said they were.
I feel like it depends on which ones you see first.
No.
Hopefully it wasn't something that was made by a fallen knight of ours, Joe Frucas. He always said he always wanted to make some kind of propaganda film for us. I'll promote our cause.
That would be really awkward.
Something to point out, by the way, too, for Nox too. Not Nox, sorry,
Helix.
She's wearing like it looks sort of like a biomechanical spacesuit. It has like very organic forms, and you're actually not quite sure where the suit ends and her body begins.
Kind of like
where,
Mystique.
It's more like there's very clearly solid parts that are not like her skin or whatever.
More like Kaiser from League of Legends.
Yeah.
But like, for example, when it goes actually like up to like where her like you can see like her actual body, like it just seems to like flow into her skin there at the point.
Kind of like
Similar
the,
to, like-
Zerg Queen or whatever. Doesn't she have that?
Yeah,
Yes.
Queen
Yeah.
Blades.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Queen of Blades.
God, I love that name.
Mm-hmm.
Kerrigan is the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
There's a reason why I like playing Zerg.
I mean, Zerg Rush.
That and Zerg Russian, yeah.
I thought you had a giant fat cigar for just a moment there, and I'm like, that's actually kind of boss, but anyway. So, well, this is more just for flexibility and being able to move more than anything.
That's fair. That's why I wear my suit too. How flexible are you if you wear it for flexibility?
Well, it's better than wearing. You don't have the protection that you do with plasteel armor, but it does help with some dodging of laser fire.
Oh yeah, I don't wear armor either. I wasn't sure because like I can do this, and she just like with the spoon still in her mouth, she just twists her leg backwards up over her shoulder.
I mean, looking at the rest of our party, I don't think many of us wear armor.
That
I wasn't-
Dalgar says, I don't think that's physically possible for me, but I can do this. And he does like the most equivalent you could do as a human being for that. And can I roll acrobatics for it?
Sure.
Breaks your leg.
You hear Locathian and kind of say in the background as you stretch like that, that looks painful.
Oh, you should see what I can do with my spine.
23.
What can you
That
do with your
sounds
spine?
painful.
Do you even have a spine?
Technically speaking. Also, that's very impressive.
Also, I'm now just picturing Quetzalli just pulling a Kimimaru.
Pulling bones out?
We call this is part of some of our meditation stances. Very difficult to do. Took me a few years to get this one. Call this one the Dancing Space Mingo, because I'm on like 1 foot.
Oh, I saw.
Like
a
the
video
other
on,
foot is like
one-
here.
like that once.
Ah, the
I-
Zohan.
I once had a really like long trip, and like I found like a video with like a bunch of like exercises like that. Tried them out, but I don't know, on a spaceship they, I don't know, didn't quite work out.
It's a
We had to
little
like
hard
preserve
do.
power, which is where we were like not running like artificial gravity and not accelerating, so we had like no gravity, which made it really difficult. Also took for fucking ever.
Yeah, it's a little harder in Zero Tree. I've only tried it once, but Also, scary, edgy guy. If you want to see what I can do with my spine, I can show you later.
That sounds interesting.
Dalgarn raises
Disturbing
one
and interesting.
eyebrow and looks
I'm
over at him.
interested.
Helix like cocks an eyebrow and is like, "What the hell was that kind of an offer?"
Hera.
Not like that. No,
Hera,
not like
Brochure
that.
of interspecies, really, interspecies erotica.
Well, I'm happy to see that you're getting along quite well with us.
I've been told I'm a little overly friendly.
Rest assured, it's only to watch your spine move. My species is more like action man in that department.
I'm not sure what that means, but okay.
Probably by now, Talurra just comes back and.
I don't have a
Alright.
definable gender.
Oh, cool.
All right, we heading out.
Sure.
Turns
Sure.
out being half angel and half devil kind of gives you a bit of a strange anatomy.
That's fair.
Can't get away from this well.
I can relate to that being half snake.
Oh, that explains the flexibility.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, spaceships are all ready. Are we gonna go?
Perfect.
Can I sit in an actual seat this time?
Yeah, there's tons of seats, man. Just pick one.
You said you can fly ships, right? Or no, that was Helix who said that. Helix,
I
you
can
want to fly?
fly ships.
So we're gonna take one of the big ones and two of the fighters, or
Yeah, that's
how
the
are we
plan.
doing this?
I prefer big one. Like I can
Take a
fly
big
the
one and
small
two.
ones, but
I'm
I just
going to take the big one and two fighters.
I'm
I think
fine
it's
with
the
Which
best
one
plan.
we taking? The giant penguin, the giant fish, or the drill?
wow. I have options. Get out.
That's three,
Do
man.
I get to
Look at
choose?
these. Look
Yeah,
at these things.
you're the pilot. Go for it.
I vote penguin.
Grimes sees just as excited as you are as he walks into the hangar where the three ships are parked. There's a giant drill, what looks to be a giant fish of some kind, and a very big penguin.
Okay, to set this up for future quests, could I get like a Mantis fighter ship for the trade of mine? And obviously, I'm doing the lower half of that, and it's more of like a I owe you guys at doing something for you later, kind of thing.
The Mantis Squad is all about favors.
Oh God.
Which of these?
Oh God, you do not want that.
I'm about to make you an offer you can't refuse.
I have a question. Which of these looks the most like rustic?
Rustic as in like old fashioned or
The
classic?
drill, probably.
The drill? The giant drill?
Something that would like someone who like did a lot of like commercial long haul flights and like,
Probably the drill.
Oh,
Probably the drill.
probably the giant drill then. Yeah, the fish is your second choice. The penguin looks weird to you.
The penguin looks like it's part mech.
Yeah, the penguin looks like part battle suit.
Let's go with the drill. I want something familiar for the start. What's the name?
I do believe we found out that was called the drill diver. We haven't
Yep.
renamed it yet.
It's
The
bad
drill
luck to
diver.
rename ship anyways.
What? No, it's not. You know how many
Here's where I
ships are
come from.
renamed?
Sure it is.
Do
It
you
is
know
where
how
I
many
come from.
Do you know how many transponder codes I changed? It's not bad. Like it's good luck to change a ship's name, especially when someone's looking for that ship that you don't want to be looking for that ship.
Yeah, that's a
Changing
good idea.
transponder name, very good luck then. Extremely good luck. I can only recommend
Unless it's
it.
illegal, then it's about 4 or 5 years in a penal colony.
Only if you get
What's
caught.
over here? I don't want to rename anything.
Don't ask how I know that.
How do you know that?
I did it.
Okay.
I thought that was pretty obvious. How
No.
we knew that.
He
I've
did
been in
it and he
6
got caught.
federal penal colonies.
I did it too, but I never got caught.
Well, when you look like me, it's a bit difficult to hide. You know,
All
that
right.
guy that's half gold and half black obsidian that leaks lava. That guy. Yeah, it's a bit difficult to miss me.
That's fair. That's fair. I can. I could. It's now, I guess, a little bit more difficult to after everything. But
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. You definitely have it bad. An AI was screwing with your genes and messing with your everything. That sucks too, but
oh
It
yeah,
does
no.
suck.
Before that, it was really easy to hide for me. I could blend in everywhere. But speaking of all of it, you don't happen to know like how long it's been?
I be honest with you, I barely know how long I've been.
What
how
year
long
is
it's
it?
been.
3786.
Jesus, that's 25 years.
I'd
Wow.
be happy. I don't even remember when I was frozen. So
25 years. I served that long in the penal colony on Zindan 6.
Talurra looks to Helix. Be
I guess
happy
in
to at least
hindsight, I
remember
probably
that.
shouldn't have stole their alcohol.
I don't even
Does it-
remember when I was what year it was when I was put under. So I don't have a clue how old I even am.
I mean, I guess.
Well, shall we get?
I don't.
Shall we get going?
Let's bounce.
Yeah,
let's-
let's get going.
Let's get going. We can talk on the flight. We got time.
Let's get this drill on the road. And
You
on
know
the
that
way,
the-
I'll think of a name.
The comms for the fighters and the large craft will work, providing you're in proximity of each other, meaning you're near each other in space. If one of you takes off a further direction away, because the communications array is down, there is a strange white static that's all you seem to be able to hear.
Mm-hmm.
So because the communications array is down, you just hear this strange static. And I say strange static because it does not sound like normal static. It's like static, but someone's chanting demonic whispers in the background.
Is anyone else getting this on
Ooh.
comms?
That's
Yeah, that's been going on for a while.
That does not sound good.
Hmm.
I feel
is
like
it
I recognize the language.
okay.
Oh, what
is it saying Duranin at all? Would it happen to be saying that?
Yeah, there's a few
Or
of those in there.
Duranon.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
There's a
yeah.
few Durnanons mixed in there every
All
now
right.
and then.
I've heard this before when we encountered a replacer.
What's a Durnanon?
Who is a Durnanon's a better question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's a Durnanon?
Replacer
It's
something.
one of the princes of corruption.
Oh.
The daemons have princes, and it is one of the daemon princes. They hail from a different verse from ours. They came through a rift. That same rift also brought your dear friend here. He points towards Alert, and Alert kind of waves one of its pseudopods.
Quetzalli waves back.
And your dear friend here, Alert, comes from a verse where everything was consumed by a giant ooze called the Cosmic Ooze, made of a hostile nanite swarm. He's the only solution to stop it from happening to our verse.
Oh. Okay. I feel like I should probably hang around for this then, because
It's universe ending if we don't stop
yeah, I'm pretty sure if I don't, then the universe ends, and
it. Yeah.
now I know about it. Like if I didn't know about it, I just go home. But like I know about it, so I guess I'll.
Welcome
Yeah.
to the team.
Welcome
Thanks.
to the team then.
Thanks.
If you see a strange looking tiefling in a white suit, that's my father. Try not to have a lengthy conversation with him.
Okay.
He did save us once though, at least.
Yeah, well, he's good for that.
All right.
Hey, by the way, actually we don't have to worry about bounties anymore, I think. So we're good. Don't worry about it.
Oh. Okay. I guess.
No,
I
that was
should
taken
go-
care of, remember? The AI took care of it.
Yeah.
uh,
There's still more than that for me, but
Okay.
we'll cross that bridge when we get to the Elven Empire.
Oh,
Right.
wow. Mom's gonna kill me. I'm gonna go talk to the other two people I haven't met yet. So
You say mom's gonna kill me, and Talurra just kind of cracks a smirk at that.
Are we sure
Talurra's
we want to
mom.
bring her along? I say to Talurra. After, of course, she leaves.
After Quetz leaves.
Yeah.
She looks capable enough.
I'm not worried about her capability.
I have a fun story for her mom.
What are you worried about?
Well, she didn't come here willingly. Well, not intentionally, at least.
Well, we did offer for her not come with us, and we offered to take her home. So
Her movements indicate someone who knows their way around a fight.
exactly.
Well, I trust your
I've seen
judgment.
martial artists before. Got hit by a couple of them once.
Doesn't surprise me in the slightest with you.
It shouldn't.
Not at this point, really. But yeah, either way, having someone, we've lost. Well, we're down Nox, and Noelle is currently busy taking care of the other ships. So having an extra body wouldn't hurt, and if she wants to leave after this, she's more than welcome to.
Noelle also might be busy. She got a carrier bot from the St. Vincent. It's going to be showing up soon to give her a ride. Apparently she has some things she has to do back home.
Here's the thing.
Just cuts to Noelle in the engine room of whichever ship she's in, and she's just sitting there reading a magazine like, yep, super busy.
I love calibrating the engines.
He's just reading it. Got a tablet up, just reading the latest magazine.
Yep.
No, you know what Noelle's doing? She has a beer and she's playing the keyboard.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I would, but I'm so busy.
Right now.
And Talurra looks to Dalgar and saying, "Look, actually, how old does Quetzalli look? By the way, I was curious about that.
She looks young for her age, but you'd wager she's like
Young
late
adult,
teens, early 20s.
Talurra just kind of looks and says, "I was doing missions before when I was way younger than her."
She's like 28.
Child.
A baby.
Believe me, she shouldn't be a problem. And if she does, we just leave her in the ship anyways.
Fair enough.
Inputting
Aren't
the
you an
coordinates from
elf?
Dr. Tepish. We
Sounds
should
good.
arrive in the Martoth system soon.
What was that, Hera?
Oh, also, like, Helix just asked, aren't you an elf?
Yep.
And you, like, how old are you, Quetzi? Like,
Quetzalli left.
Yeah, Quetzalli's over
Oh.
harassing Zora and Eisen at the moment.
The quiet
also,
one.
when Helix actually boards the ship, she like bonks twice on the outer hull where the airlock is. Like heavy, not heavy enough to hurt like her own hand or something like that.
But enough
It's
to know it's
good luck
there.
thing, like, boom.
Enough to know it's there, enough that there's like a sound, enough that if it's actually complete rusted through garbage, that it would actually fall apart.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's put her fist through a few hairlocks before, hasn't she?
I was gonna say it's that video of the Russian car where they like tap they pat the trunk and it just falls apart.
Yeah. Falls apart.
What were you going to say, Helix?
I'll be right back.
Just, aren't you an
Yeah.
elf?
Yep, I am.
Yeah, you said like you did missions like her age. And do you mean like in elf years or like
In elf years. When I was about
Jesus.
100.
Oh, okay.
That's when I became an adult.
Yeah, okay. That makes no sense. I was just confused. Whatever.
Talurra at age 28 with 2 knives.
I mean, if you guys know anything about her backstory, that is actually something that happened.
Take this knife,
You
go
guys-
on there.
You guys have no clue about her backstory. Talurra has remained a pretty well good mystery for you guys.
Talurra, what do you have there? A knife. No.
No, her parents would have gone, good job.
Talurra
You have another
came
one.
out of the womb and snapped the doctor's neck.
Really
And
came out of the
looked
womb and cut their own umbilical cord.
looked at the nurse and went, "You, me, his office, 5 minutes."
Talurra just came out and just went, Metal Gear.
Talurra came out and the doctor slapped her and she slapped him right back.
Harder.
Like you mean it.
The doctor slapped her, and Talurra turned around and punched out 2 of his teeth.
So Helix, are you doing all right? Seems that you have you always had that symbiote on you?
The what now?
Trademark Sony Pictures.
Well, it seems that you have some kind of organic being living off of you.
That is
That's-
effectively what Helix is, by the way.
It's that
Yeah.
obvious. I should have gotten some different calls. Shit. Okay, so yeah, that's something that I was like kind of confused with this. For like one thing now.
Redlock.
Yeah, Redlock.
What a surprise.
I mean, it's honestly, yeah, it's not a bad deal. Like, sure, I need to eat a little bit more, but yeah, we both get something out of it. Like, I could like just take a walk in space and be fine.
That does sound quite beneficial.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. Especially when you work in space.
Fair enough.
All right.
Also, just like a little bit more like connected to stuff, I guess. Makes it a little bit easier, communicate with ships, stuff.
Are you able to talk with it?
Yeah.
Could I try
Why?
to
Do you
talk
have a
with it?
question? I can talk to it right now.
Would it mind if I talked to it?
I can ask. I ask my symbiote if it would mind if
This weird old man in bathrobes wants to talk
This
to it.
weird old man in bathrobes wants to talk to it directly.
What's its the symbiote's personality?
It is beneficial, definitely. Like, it's not like sinister or anything like that. It is actively interested in my survival and well-being.
Venom, basically.
It's not venom, yeah.
Okay.
It is actively interested in my survival and well-being.
Okay.
It is, however, obviously it's not like a human mind. It is like still alien and strange, so it doesn't understand everything.
Right.
Though it can learn like through Helix's experiences.
Okay.
For example, like the whole thing, like it's currently basically still processing that chocolate ice cream she had earlier. It's like, what?
Yeah.
New
This is
flavors.
incredible. Oh, Eisen done.
Yeah, Eisen was fighting off, trying to stay up, and they've been
Crash,
Okay,
yeah.
they've been
that's
working
fine.
like
Yeah, he can go.
Yeah, he kind of finally crashed. I kind of figured it was going to happen eventually.
He tried.
That's how he was talking. Hey, he showed up, and that's what matters, right?
Right. Yep.
Okay, well, in
All right.
telepathy to the symbiote, I say, hello there. How does it respond?
You want me to do the voice?
I can do it.
Okay.
Too.
No, you can if you want. Yeah, that's fine.
Hello.
Do you have your own name? My name's Dalgar.
Not really. I haven't decided yet. I haven't had the time yet.
You haven't had the time. Then you were very young.
Sort of. Helix. I asked Helix for a name, but Helix said I should decide for myself. She named herself Helix, and she thinks I should name myself too.
Dome.
But I haven't found a name yet. I think I need to do more. I need to gather more intel. Yes, I'm not that old yet. I need to figure out more stuff. That's what Helix says.
Well, hopefully you will be able to figure that out soon.
I mean, I have time. We have time.
Dalgar just like standing there, not talking because his telepathy the whole time.
Yeah, you're just
And
speaking like in
he
your
says,
head. Mm-hmm.
Yes, very alien indeed. I see what you mean, Helix.
Helix actually answers in your mind. Yeah.
It gives you innate psionics as well.
Oh yeah,
There's a lot of psionics in this party.
We have like,
Hell yeah.
I guess you could call it psionics. I just call it like
The Schwartz.
weird superpowers. Listen, before all of this happened, before I crashed on this planet, I was just doing like long haul drives, flights, whatever. I was just like shipping cargo from one place to another. Sometimes more shady, sometimes less shady, and I got paid for it. It was fine. And then I crashed on this planet, and now I have a permanent friend, always with me.
That reminds me of this mysterious theater of science. But anyway, I think our ships are all set and we can head out.
Actually, you've been traveling this whole time.
Yeah.
I'm just going by the
I
logic
know.
that you were
I think,
traveling.
I'm
while
pretty
this
sure
was
we've
happening.
landed, so we can head out.
You arrive at the edge of the Martoth system, and now you realize why the planets are numbered. This planet, or this solar system, is very, very peculiar indeed. The solar system you now seem to be on the edge of has a brilliant sun in the middle. Not like your sun, it's not as bright. The sun around the ring world is definitely the brightest sun in the verse, literally, because it's not actually a sun, it's an Einstein-Rosen-Bridge portal to the radiant dimension. But that's beside the point. It's a very bright yellow star, but the planets don't rotate around this star in a normal pattern at all. In fact, they rotate kind of like a giant atomic structure, where the planets seem to have no real order to how they rotate. And the gravity waves that are coming across your craft right now are ridiculous. And you're not even in the system yet. You do know where you have to go, but you're going to have to navigate your way past some of the exterior of this weird gravity waves coming from this giant atomic structure solar system.
I do a quick scan of the system just to check. So this does remind me of an atomic structure. Do they jump in their position?
Nope.
Okay.
They seem
so
to
at least they have stable orbits in
Right,
as much as you could call them
Do
stable. They're
they-
just weird.
Do they show any signs of collisions with each other?
You do see quite a large number of asteroids in the area that perhaps trailing behind some of the planets in the atomic structure. You think maybe there were some rogue planets that went a different route they shouldn't have and ended up as asteroids. So, yeah, you do see remnants of planetary collisions.
That was the 13th planet, probably.
There are 19 total planets in this system. You are heading to a planet labeled as Martoth 19, but it's not on the edge of the solar system. The planets are numbered very weirdly.
Well, maybe it was on the edge when it was originally numbered, and now it's like...
Right. You think maybe this solar system shuffles its planetary alignment around often.
They're also, I hope they're still moving at like normal planet speed. They're not moving at like...
Yeah, no, it's normal speed.
Okay.
Mhm.
So unless they're like very close to the sun, they're not like zipping around.
No, they're not zipping. It looks strange though, because as you see it, some of the planets are like, here's the planet moving around, and then there's like a tail of asteroids that seem to follow the orbit of the planet. It seems illogical, but for whatever reason, that's just how it seems to rotate around this very yellow sun.
Well, I've heard of stars that are dodecahedron shaped, so that's possible in the verse. Anything's possible. That's actually a thing on one of the charts for Create a Planet, by the way.
Yeah.
Helix just basically activates in the comments like, we might want to strap in and prepare for turbulences as I navigate to this planet. What was it, 19? 19.
Yep. The only habitable planet in this entire system.
Also, like she basically like on like personal or random terminals, basically she like brings up like a map of like basically like a chart of the system and with the like orbitals of the planets and everything. And just for curiosity's sake, this is what we're flying into.
When you all see it, it looks like the strangest collection of planets and asteroids you have ever seen. The movements make literally no sense, gravitationally speaking.
I am going to fix the cameras eventually. Thank you for pointing them out.
Sorry, I wasn't sure if you were or not, so I'm like, I'll make sure Scotty's...
Oh, I had already fixed them, but I forgot the transition. So here you go.
Yeah.
Everybody.
That's what I figured it was that you forgot to just transition over.
Anyway,
So,
so that
as
looks like
you
a tangled up
navigate,
mess.
everyone piloting a ship needs to give me a pilot check.
Is that Dex? I remember.
Yes, it is Dex. It's a Dex skill.
Of course. What's my proficiency bonus?
18.
Okay.
Because the last starfighter is on. The other starfighter is with Grimes.
Grimes auto succeed.
Yeah,
Mhm.
11.
Okay. You barely miss an asteroid, but you make it. You like almost take an asteroid to the face, but you do manage to navigate around the gravitational fields. And it's more that they pull you in directions you don't intend to go. So it's like trying to navigate, and then you're like suddenly ripped this way, and then ripped that way, and then ripped this way, and then pulled over here. So you have to try to auto like correct your orbitable path quite often. But you do manage to succeed, all of you. The DC was 11, so you just like missed an asteroid to the face, but you managed it.
Oh boy.
And the rest of you were kind of concerned for Dalgar for the briefest of seconds, and then he pulled through. And you do see in the distance the very brown-looking planet you're heading to,
Call of
known
Duty
as
planet.
Martoth 19, a swampy world where you know there is very little landscape to safely land a craft on.
Landing might be an issue.
We could just do a hot drop.
Do we have all the
Not
landing
with a-
shuttles
not
or
with a
something like
fighter
that?
ship.
Helix, you know that the craft you're in, the drill diver, could very easily just land on this planet's surface regardless, because one of the drill diver's unique abilities is orbital drop. It can fall from orbit to the planet's surface and take no damage, regardless of the planet's surface's construction.
Okay, but can it then also start again from that
Mhm.
surface?
Yep.
Okay.
It's
okay.
aquatic suit too, so it's designed to take off even in an aquatic environment. So mud wouldn't be an issue either.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
Hey
we
man,
can just...
maybe we should put these fighters in autopilot around the planet and take
Yes.
that big dropship down.
You can also like, is there enough space on the drill?
Yeah, yeah. If they leave their fighters up here in space, they could easily
Yeah.
get down.
Oh no, I mean,
That sounds
like
like
if the drill had enough space to like house the
Oh
fighters.
no,
so-
it's not a no. It's only 250 feet in length. The drill diver is.
Okay.
The
It's not a
fighters are like
carrier.
100 feet. Yeah, it's not a carrier.
That sounds like a good idea. With the whole like keep the fighters up in orbit.
Yeah, you know what? I can probably pilot yours remotely from mine. So why don't you guys go down there and I'll keep the fighters up here.
That's a good
That way
idea.
I can make sure no asteroids come down and join the party. There seems to be a lot of them around here. The one
Sounds
wants an
good.
asteroid to the face.
I'll try to
Not the
land
way
the
to do
ship
it.
normally because I think drop could be like a little bit rough. Like, you know, just
Don't
maybe I can find something, but we can still drop if I don't. So
Looks like it's over there. You need to have your signal. I'm picking up something from over there.
Oh,
Oh, wrong.
There's
signal.
like a little tracking signal beeping on the map of the planet's surface.
Oh, I was thinking like a blinker.
I don't know how close you can get to it though. That fog down there looks dangerous. Maybe stay away from the fog when you drop. Who knows what that's made out of?
Looks quite dreadful.
well, I use the ship sensors to scan what the fog is made of.
The ship's sensors can't permeate the fog.
Not at all.
Not at all. In fact,
I'm
the
only-
ship's sensors say unknown event. Whenever you scan the fog. Everything else on the planet looks normal, but that fog looks supernatural.
All right.
there any,
let's stay away from
here's-
that fucking fog.
here's the next question, actually, too. Is there a breathable atmosphere on it?
The planet's surface atmosphere is breathable. It has a higher than normal nitrogen count, so it's a bit stinky.
Hmm.
All right.
Also, it's a swamp, so it's a bit stinky.
Yeah.
That's the nitrogen.
Yeah, but I'll try to find a landing spot that is close to the signal where we want and not covered in fog.
Yeah, man, I don't know what that stuff's made out of. My scanners can't go through it either. It's like it's supernatural or something. Maybe it's some of that magic stuff everyone's talking about.
Wish I had some drones or something aboard. Do I have some drones aboard?
Nope,
No.
Okay.
none of that
Some
fancy stuff
drones
on
or
this ship.
probes.
Nope,
Let's drop. Let's
just
drop.
a drop. Just that big red button that says land.
All right, ODSTs, let's go. Oh, wait, wrong kind of drop.
No,
I've
it's
always
the
wanted to
similar
do
way.
an EST
Oh,
job.
no, it's a very similar way, yeah.
That'd be really fun. It would be kind of boring mechanically, but I'd like to do a Dark Matter where everyone's Space Marine and just orbit drop.
Yeah. That'd be cool. That
I
would be
will.
cool.
I will point your attention to the Warmage 40k systems, various ones,
Mhm.
which are much more
They're much
interesting
better.
for everyone playing
And
a
there's
Space
Scions.
Marine,
There's Scions.
or alternatively, everyone playing playing not a Space Marine but like an Imperial Guardsman or something like
Yes,
that.
I know. We played that, Hera.
Yeah.
We almost died on our first and only mission.
Oh yeah, that's also something that happens.
I mean,
there
that's
a
on
lot.
par. But anyways,
That's
Right.
we
Anyway,
Uh-huh.
Dalgar, you switch from the fighter over to, thanks to a brief airlock trip, over to the drill diver,
Mhm.
and your dear friend Grimes pilots the two fighter craft around the planet's exterior. I'll keep it safe up here, mates. Be careful down there. That fog doesn't look pleasant. It also looks like it's where you need to go.
And you be careful up here. May the verse be with you.
Oh yeah, and with you too, right? Is that how you say that?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, lucky guess then. Like that to my advantage.
everyone strapped in.
Oh no, that's how we used to say it. We changed it recently, and now it's "and with your spirit."
Spirits.
May your
All
verse
right.
be your guiding key. Wait, wrong series.
Everyone strapped in,
Yeah.
ready for
Sure.
high G drop.
As ready as I'll ever be.
All right.
All right. You punch the big red button, and the big red button turns all of the interior lights quite literally turn red, and it just you hear a single kind of auditory like and then you feel the whole craft kind of shudder ever so briefly, and then the shuddering stops as if there's some sort of compensators fixing that. The interior temperature of the craft jumps by a nice 3 or 4 degrees as you you feel the ship get a little warmer. And then there's a sudden jolt. And then the interior lights turn green.
That
All
wasn't
right.
too bad.
Welcome to what was the name of
Martok
the planet?
19.
Welcome to Martok 19. The planet's temperature, the local temperature is what's the local temperature?
The local temperature is, hang
In
on, let me
it's
get
in
out my
Celsius would
map
probably
and
be
the
easier.
kitchens.
Please tell me it's warm.
Laura immediately has already unstrapped herself and is walking to the door.
It is a nice toasty 23 degrees Celsius.
A nice
that is-
toasty 23 degrees Celsius,
very toasty.
humidity at 90%, and look out for the magic fog or whatever it is.
I was waiting for the response of and 100% chance of swamp ash. Let's go.
Also, that magic fog's where we have to go. So we might have to have a real tight formation once we get in there. Everyone
Please
stay
remain
5 feet
seated
from everyone
until
else.
the lights turn off.
Laura's already off out of her seat and at the door.
Dalgar's
I was-
a lawful good little boy, and he just sits in his seat and waits until he's instructed that he can leave.
I was gonna say this whole trip is basically just been Quetzalli just talking to Zora and Zora not being able to respond, and then as she sees Talurra, Quetzalli also gets up and just goes, "By the way, I like your hair," and then just walks away.
I just imagine like Quetzalli being like the entire trip just talking, and the only moment she actually shut up was when they dropped.
Pretty
Like
much.
doing the drop.
Yeah.
And that was only because her stomach was in her mouth, pretty much.
Right. All right.
Let's roll.
As the door opens, the door kind of like falls out like the landing gear, and it's the door at the same time. So it falls out into a nice squelching splork as it splatters into some mud, flinging a splatter of mud just all over the place. But you do see that it's landed. The dank stench of a fetid swamp fills your nostrils. You do hear quite a large cacophony of swamp sounds. Anyone who has a swamp ambience you want to toss in here anywhere, you can go ahead. I recommend the Guild of Ambience. They have some really great stuff.
All right. Look,
Oh, rip.
Oh, who's that?
Blake, the GM.
Oh, damn.
I
What happened?
feel.
GM's dead. Chaos.
I feel
Chaos.
the GM might have hit the wrong button.
Chaos.
This is a battle game.
Yeah. Hello.
Hey, welcome back.
We might be getting that
Hi.
soon just because they're really trying to promote
Good lord.
Sisters of Battle.
That, all right.
I mean,
Sorry about
that'll
that.
go on until they get back the right.
Apparently the plug my laptop was plugged into wasn't actually charging the laptop.
Oh.
So the laptop
No.
didn't even give me a low battery indicator. It just went, bye. And literally was just like, goodbye, and shut down. I was like, you bastard. And
my
tried to turn it
God.
on. It was like, no battery. And I was like, are you kidding me? This socket doesn't have electricity? Lovely. All right. Anyway, where was I?
We
You
were
were
just landing on the swamp
disembarking.
planet,
Got it.
and I was rearranging windows.
Got it. All right. Well, you rearrange windows because the universe is back.
Mhm.
The fog you see not too far from your locations definitely doesn't look like normal fog. There's something about it that seems much thicker and obscuring.
There's
You even see like a sparkle to it, like there's glitter in it almost.
the foggy fog that's foggy.
Oh no, it has glitter in it. We're never gonna get that shit out of our fucking thing after this.
Perhaps we should leave on our environmental suits.
Fun fact: as Helix stepped out of the spaceship, actually the rest of her suit crawled over her face, and she's now wearing like a matching helmet. Yes,
so
crawled
like that.
is the most apt description.
So like that one movie, that was like the third in a series. Sorry, really shitty reference to Spider-Man 3, but anyway.
Oh, got it. Okay.
It says the
yeah. Right.
I was thinking more of like the it's just like covering your face and then
yeah.
going back.
It's funny to think of Helix doing the fucking stupid ass dance from that.
Right. You walk out and you are met with a squelchy, muddy underfoot. The ground is like sticky, thick mud. You do see some rather weird feet, like something with a lot of like two-toed feet, like hundreds of two-toed feet had scuttered through the area quite recently. Whatever this is, one could say that it is quite huge.
Would this be like a nature check for survival?
Sure.
Or...
We're gonna go with nature.
Okay. 19.
19. You would have to guess this is either some sort of giant insect or the largest centipede you've ever seen. One of the two.
Oh, it seems like there's a lot of hostile species, predatory species on this planet. Or at least one we should watch out for. It seems to be some kind of giant centipede.
And that's why I hate planets.
Sean Saxum, thank you for the follow.
All right, so we should get going though. Keep close.
Keep close.
Try to keep at least one other person with you at all times. If we get separated, at least.
As you walk towards the thick fog, you follow the beacon that you were given to guide you. Looks like a tiny jump drive to those of us from our particular technological advancements. But to you guys, it's a beacon tracker. It'll beep the closer you get to the beacon. In this case, Dr. Tepish has made it so it's not beeping audibly. It just makes a little glowy light ever so slightly.
Pulsates.
Yeah, it just pulsates ever so slightly. And the closer you get, the faster it pulsates. So you know which direction you're going. Basically, you just hold it up like this. Oh, it's this way. And it kind of pulsates faster the right direction you're pointing it at.
Dalgar is going to be extra, and he's just going to use his psionic mage hand to keep it afloat. And he's just like uses that as direction, so that way everyone's hands are free.
Okay. All right, and as you enter the thick fog, it is very obscuring. This fog is very, very thick. It has a strange kind of foul odor to it that's more than just the swamp. There's something about it that seems almost poisonous.
Oh, whoa. That, and also
Not quite.
we just got raided. So,
Hey.
hello everybody, we're playing 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons using the Mage Hand Press Dark Matter setting. And I'm totally not a Jedi. And we're on a swamp planet trying to find stuff. In a spooky
I'm totally
mist.
not a Sith counterpart.
Yeah.
I am absolutely a snake girl weeaboo.
Some of those are copyrighted, and we don't do that here.
Yeah.
We have non-copyright versions that are
Yes.
DMA free.
Order of the Laser Knights, and I have a light sword.
Laser sword.
All right.
Laser sword.
Good thing.
So-
Yeah. So once we hear it's poison, it's probably good that we put on survival suits.
Oh shit, we were supposed to put on survival suits.
Yeah.
My friend's Twitch channel is the one that raided us.
Oh, that was nice of them.
And just
Thank you.
imagine like Quetzalli dying. That's why we all know that the fog is poisonous. It's like,
yeah.
Actually, are you?
it's like the Quetzalli,
resistant?
Quetzalli in the.
I'm
in the
I'm
coal
immune to
mine.
poison.
No, it's
Uh,
like Quetzalli in the coal mine.
To you, Quetzalli, it's very
Tangy?
it's very tangy.
Okay. Zora is going to pipe up and say, okay, I'm absolutely done with this. I cast Zone of Atmosphere. Well, that's a great way to present myself to a raid. Zone of Atmosphere.
All
Good
right.
spell.
30 feet of clear, breathable air pushes away the fog, and anybody within it, it lasts for up to an hour. So it's completely clear, breathable
Does that
air.
follow you, or it's just in the area?
It says it follows the point wherever you make it. So yes, centered on me.
Okay. All right. So 30 feet around you, there is clear, no fog. You do note in the distance one would say huge sized set of eyes kind of glow and then disappear. And then somewhere else completely, you see the same set of eyes glow and disappear. And it seems to just be around you. Whether it's the same set of eyes or not, you're not sure. But it's literally this like giant bug eyes that kind of like glow this greenish color and then fade away almost instantly.
Well,
Hand out. Sword hilt goes flying to hand.
I can one up you. Mine teleports into my hand.
So for Helix, usually like when she has the helmet on, actually like the front is clear so that you can still see her face. But when she sees like these eyes, it like becomes also like opaque and like armors up effectively, and it's only like two slits.
You know what Helix is actually reminded me of? Kamen Rider. Is the guy like the weird like insect exoskeleton stuff, right?
And
I mean-
on her back also materialize like two weird like or like almost like they look a little bit like insect hives, like paired with wings. There's like a purple glow coming out of it.
Oh, now you're Resident Evil boss. Got it.
And
Alright,
they don't like exactly attach to her, but just like hover like slightly above her, like where her
You don't hear any footsteps though. Despite the fact that this thing looks like it's moving, you don't hear any audible sound of footsteps at all. You merely see the eyes glow and then disappear. And then you see them somewhere else completely glow and disappear. And then somewhere else again.
At this point, Dalgar's definitely stopped moving and is like in a readied position, so the dodge action.
Everyone in this little circle can hear very loud and very rapid rattling.
Nice.
And if you look, Quetzalli's tail is just like.
I like to think like
As you
that's the part of your tail
rattle-
that's out of the muck, but everything else is like buried in the muck.
As you rattle your tail, the eyes stop shifting around. And you notice they kind of go like this and tilt sideways a little. and then tilt back up this way
Uh,
and disappear.
how
And all of a
far?
sudden, you don't see the eyes anywhere.
How far are the eyes roughly?
Gone.
Gone now. Okay.
How far away are they from you? It's
Were they
difficult.
last?
Oh, where were they last? They were in front of you somewhere.
So
The
this,
distance is difficult to tell.
how far is
Okay.
the zone of atmosphere again? Was it 30 foot?
30 feet. It's definitely
diameter
outside of the
or
30
30
feet.
foot radius?
Okay.
Confirming, one moment. Any radius
Oh,
you
that's-
choose
that's
to a
a-
maximum of 30 feet, so 60 feet diameter.
That's a big radius. So is it like on the border of that 30-foot line? of
It's
this
probably
zone?
further behind that.
Okay.
Yeah. Talurra is going to just kind of step forward and start. Let's move up.
You get
Is he-
closer and closer to the homing beacon. And the homing beacon tells you you're here. At the edge of the zone of atmosphere, you see a craft that looks quite smashed up in the muck.
All right.
It looks as someone has draped a bunch of swamp weeds and stuff over it and has like used the mud like a glue to stick bark to the outside of the hull.
Hmm.
And there is an opening in the hull that looks like some sort of like maybe it was ruptured or like exploded in some way. Something exploded out that way that has been used as some sort of makeshift doorway. You do see a head kind of peek out of the doorway and look around, and it sees the group of you and you recognize this green dragonborn, and she goes like, "Get in quick."
Talurra immediately follows into the instructions.
Yep. He likes to.
I make sure everyone gets in, and then I go in.
Yeah, Quetzalli's tail is still going, but she goes in.
All right, and as the last few get in, which would be Dalgar, you get inside, and
And swords turned
you-
off, of course. when I
you
go in.
presume this is Kalashtar because this the beacon is pointing at her, and she goes, "I am assuming my love sent you."
Yes, he did.
Yes.
Hmm.
Glad to see that you're still alive.
I'm glad to still be alive. Unfortunately, this beast is quite tricky. I don't know what this thing is, but it does not move like we do. It seems to almost teleport. I've never
Did it?
seen something move like this before.
How did you crash land here?
Well, we were flying around the planet, scanning some of the local fauna per our normal protocol. The swamp life here is quite unique. There is a species of carrot here I have never seen before. And we were scanning some of the local biomasses in the area when a glob of acid hit the outside of the hull, and it breached into some of the controls, and, well, here we are. The rest of the crew attempted to leave once the fog settled in. None of them came back.
Anything still working?
Me. The rest of this craft has been badly melted. The creature attacked it with very large globs of acid. Most of the controls inside here are fried.
Right.
Well,
If we're
we
going to
do-
get out, we may need to fight our way out. You note she is wearing very primitive looking clothing and wielding a spear that looks as made out of sharpened bone.
Do you want a weapon or are you good?
She looks over at her spear made out of sharpened bone and sticks, woven together with vines. What do you got?
Talurra just kind of reaches into her bag and just shows her collection. She has 2 scimitars, a plasma cutter, a photonic lash, and an antimatter dagger. Oh, also tactical nanofiber vest that she is not wearing because she hasn't needed to wear it.
God,
She
I love the
grabs
names for all
two,
those.
She grabs the 2 sabers, and she goes,
Scimitars.
or scimitars. These look nice. I'll use these.
Sounds good.
She puts this spear kind of over her back with one of the vines, like a holster kind of thing.
And
She's like,
you're more than welcome to take the armor too.
"Oh, I won't need that."
All right. Sounds good. All right. So we know it's big. We know it spits acid.
What all do you know about it? What kind of... Have you seen it hunt or anything?
watched it kill some of the local fauna. They seemed to choke as if they were being poisoned just standing next to it.
All right. So at
Its
least we
bite
have.
seems corrosive. Whether it's poisonous or acid, I'm not sure. Obviously, it's acidic enough to chew through the hull, but that
Laura kind of grins a
unsure
little at
of.
that. Like, oh, it's gonna get a taste of its own medicine then.
Although, to be honest, we did scan a rare species of flower here. It could have been the flowers that breached the hull, and then the creature used the flowers to attack whatever crashed into the swamp.
Would I know how dangerous, like by assessing the damage on this ship, how dangerous would this be to the Drow? Because the drill seems to be built sturdier, so
This ship looks as though it was probably maybe not the best vessel to take scanning strange alien planets. The hull is only class 1. The drill diver's hull is a class 3 hull. It could take in not only re-entry with no brakes, other than the ground, but it could survive quite a large beating. Basically, if you don't have a mega weapon, you're probably not going to damage the hull of that ship. This ship looks maybe a bit more sciencey.
Thank you for the bits.
But yes, it looks as though you may have to face down this strange beast to escape.
All right. So?
And I leave you the option of us possibly picking that up next time. Because it's already 9 o'clock.
Might be a good idea.
Are you fine with it if we go later? Because I am.
I
up to
feel
best of you guys.
myself fading away a little bit, so it might
Okay,
actually be
then
good
we
for
should
you.
probably.
I mean, we're gonna start combat, and who knows? We don't know how long that combat's gonna be.
Yeah.
I promise you it will be lengthy.
Yeah, I figured as
Then
much.
we should probably hold off.
Yeah. It's like
And we're missing our space marine.
Yes.
Blake isn't watching the stream, but I'm
No,
I'm
sorry, I
running
haven't
it.
seen
But Sammy says hi.
Hi, Sammy.
All right. Yeah.
Well,
yes.
hey, that leaves us a good point up. Next time we will find out what those strange glowing eyes belong to, and exactly how dangerous the phase beast of Martoth 19 is.
Ooh, I like it. It was very spooky. I like your introduction to it.
So, now the only thing left to do is plugs. So, why don't we start with our new compatriot, one of the new compatriots to have joined our team. I'm going to say your name wrong. Quetzalli?
Close enough. Quetzalli.
Quetzalli.
I'm
getting there. I'm getting there. Give me
It's
time.
all good. Hello, I'm Alt. You can find me on Twitter at Altaziel. I draw occasionally and mostly shit post about terrible movies I watch, which is a lot. Yeah.
All right. Then we'll move over to our other new player to the stream, character-wise, but not player-wise. Helix.
Yes. So usually I run a mask stream on Sundays, so tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. EST. Sadly, tomorrow we won't be running because Bex is handling the stream stuff, and she is preoccupied and can't.
I'm going to drive to pick up.
She
my
has to run
parents.
an errand.
I have to go to an airport.
Yeah. But next Sunday, hopefully we'll be back.
And it's bi-weekly, not every weekly, just
Yes,
for a note.
yes.
At
We are currently
12:30
basically
p.m.
just
EST.
We have missed a couple of sessions, so we're just going like with the next Sunday that we can find free, and then from then on we'll go like bi-weekly, I guess. Okay.
So the next game will probably be on the 11th of April.
No, the next game will be on the 4th of April.
Oh,
yeah. We're just finding like the next.
We're
one
trying to
that
get the
works.
next game. The next game will determine what weeks we play on.
Yeah, exactly.
That seems
Also,
like
it's on Vex's channel,
Fractured Moon D&D.
Yeah.
In
And that
checking
seems
Scotty's friends.
like a good transition. Talurra will do your plug next.
Perfect. Well, as Hera said, next Sunday at 12:30 p.m. EST, we'll have Starfall Academy, a masked space game where we are left on we're still on a cliffhanger there. It's a blast, though. You can also find this coming week on Thursday at 8:00 p.m. EST, Saffron Academy, a bubblegum shoe mystery game, mystery magic school game, where Scotty is part of it. And we last investigated how a ghost's death, and we found out it got killed by a golf cart. It was quite funny, and we had a guest for that who played the character who got killed by a golf cart. So check it out; it's a lot of fun. It is very silly, and also very chaotic. And that's at and you can find, as I said, Fractured Moon D&D, and you can just look in Scotty's My Friends list, and it's there. And that's it for me.
All right. Well, hey, that's a good way. We'll move over here to Meriel.
Yes, you can find me on Twitter at Colliloquie. A little slow on posting things right now, but it's for a good reason, I promise. Commissions are currently closed, but I do have a few slots that I do need to honor. I've been working on them this entire time, and I thank everybody for their patience. I will have those posted soon.
Check out Alt's art as well as Scotty's art. There are 3 artists on this channel we have here that do art. Some of the art you will see here is Scotty's art that has been done. You will see some, I think, from Meriel. You drew your character, right?
Okay.
This one? Yeah.
So
your character has an art here as well that has been drawn for it.
everyone but Alt and Quetzalli are
Colloquially.
busts that I did, and then the players drew their. Then Quetzalli was by Alt and Meriel's Colliloquie.
That's right. Colliloquie is also doing the art for the Muslim that I run for Starfall Academy.
Yeah. They are adorable and amazing.
Yes, looking forward to
Thank you.
Since Sammy,
I'm working on the colors right now. I'll have that soon.
Sammy, since you have so much art that needs done, our names down below, that's our Twitter ones. So if you can send any of the artists that we just mentioned here stuff, and they can tell you the prices and whatnot.
Also have a distinct advantage of I'm like one of 3 people I know that draw mecha.
Yeah.
Sure are.
That's true. Good drawings of mecha too.
Damn good drawings of mecha.
Yes.
Didn't you do drawings for one of the old games? Aya's game. You did the Zord.
I drew.
Yeah, you did the
Aya's
are totally not Power Ranger
Zords. I did some art for another Dark Matter game that may or may not be coming up, and I've done art for a previous Lancer game, as well as a bunch of BattleTech and MechWarrior fan art.
Yeah,
if
awesome.
I ever end up in a Lancer game again, I'll probably ask Al to draw my mecha.
Anytime I get to draw mechs, I'm happy.
All right. Hey, Zora, do you have any plugs?
No.
All right. Well, we'll move on to last but not least, of course, Dalgar, our host, Scotty. Plug away.
Sorry, I'm responding to Twitch chat.
Nope, you're good.
You said that was so perfect.
Was the perfect introduction of no.
Yep.
No.
So I'll close off by saying, hey, look, there's another artist on here. Wow. We have a lot of artists here on this channel, and run a lot of games here. I host a lot of games on here. Our next game that will be on here is run by my girlfriend, which will be this upcoming Tuesday, a game called Unwritten.
Who's also an artist.
Yes. I think her commissions are closed right now. But
yes.
Because her and I are like working on big stuff, and she's like, Anyway.
We'll talk about it, Scotty, or Callie will gal at you.
We got like a non-disclosure thing going, so I can't go too far. But anyway, I do that kind of stuff. I also it won't matter for your friend here because they're obviously not in Central Florida, but I'm looking for a job in Central Florida. So if anyone knows anyone that has work in Central Florida, please let me know. I've been looking for like 6 months, and I know the world's like burning, but I'm gonna keep trying. So
keep on keeping on.
Yep. So yeah, that will be all my plugs.
What city in Florida by random asking there, Scotty?
Around the Orlando area.
Okay. I'll keep my ear to the ground. I have some family down in the keys area. So
Oh, whoa. Okay, that's okay.
All
Thanks.
right.
Well, hey, we will pick up next time where we get to face off against the phase beast of Martoth 19 and find out exactly how deadly poisonous it could be, or how acidic the flowers are on this planet. And in any case, we will see you next time, Space Cowboys.
See ya.
Bye. Check us out on Twitter if you need commissions. Bye.
yeah.
Bye.